Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, August 9th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 542 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Nigerian Igbo Jewish leader arrested with Israeli visitors freed. Trump sails away as Rudy Giuliani drowns in legal bills. A teacher died by suicide after being arrested for soliciting a minor. His family says the cops went rogue. Top astronomer is studying UFOs, thanks in part to the Pentagon. Mayflower 400 years, how many people are related to the Mayflower Pilgrims? Kwan Hong Chan, Chinese teen diving stars village mobbed by fans. Taliban seizes key city Afghan city Kunduz, third provincial capital captured in one day. DeSantis defends the unvaccinated. Schools, cruise lines and employers raise stakes. Hello sports bets, farewell dear Bobby. Contractors who powered U.S. war in Afghanistan stuck in Dubai. Austin warns of catastrophe as Texas again becomes epicenter of pandemic. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Chicago mourns fallen police officer Ella French after West Englewood shooting, 3 suspects in custody, WLS-TV. Oil slides 4% on China virus curbs and climate warning, Reuters. Apple publishes frequently asked questions to address CSAM detection and messages scanning concerns, Mac rumors. Photos show devastating wildfires in Greece, CNBC. Steam VR beta lets you arrange desktop windows inside your virtual world, The Verge. Lebanon's Maronite patriarch calls on army to confront Hezbollah, The Jerusalem Post. Pediatric hospitals filling up with cases while kids go back to school. U.S. averages 481,000 new vaccinations. COVID-19 updates. USA Today. Ipcc fires manager accused of sexual assault. CEO calls for change after shameful incident. CNBC. Taliban seize 5th provincial capital in Afghanistan after string of victories. CNN. Los Angeles Dodgers ball girl takes down fan who ran on the field during game. New York Post. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Arkansas Republican governor says it was an error to sign law banning mask mandates. Judge says Norwegian cruise line can require vaccine proof in Florida. Harrowing new UN report finds humans are the unequivocal cause of climate change. Trump imagines how people would squawk had COVID-19 attack erupted on his watch. More. Top Cuomo aide resigns. Fire-friendly weather to return to Northern California. Fauci joins calls to require vaccines for healthcare workers. Holly's aide lashed for her concern about too many masks. Fauci confident FDA fully approves COVID-19 vaccines within weeks. Trump remains leader of Republican Party, RNC chair says. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Airplane crashes into home, multiple dead. Man found dead inside home following fire. Thousands without power following storms. KCPD working shooting at Quick Trip. Sleep in heavenly peace building beds. Packers Devin Funchess apologizes for slur. Vaccinate Arkansas race car hits dirt tracks. Large power outage affects thousands. Family speaks following devastating fire that killed 5 children. Castmates reflect on slain deputies' work. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Tokyo's Olympic bubble, wait till you see Beijing's. A hotter future is certain, according to climate change report. Abbott criticized for ban on COVID mandates as cases soar in Texas. Cuomo's top aide, Melissa DeRosa, resigns as he fights to survive. This is really scary, kids struggle with long COVID. For seniors especially, COVID can be stealthy. Tokyo Olympics, 7 moments worth revisiting. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Alveda King, Critical Race Theory, why it's absolutely critical to know these facts. Olympic bat killed by cat after flying more than 1,200 miles from London to Russia. NYC shooting, 2 dead, 3 wounded after gunman opens fire at party, police say. Liz Peek, Biden, Pelosi still catering to progressives even as movement loses steam. Top Cuomo aide reportedly resigns as embattled governor faces sexual misconduct allegations. Rockies investigating after fan allegedly heard yelling racial slur at Marlins player. Taliban takes another Afghan provincial capital as American, NATO forces finalize pullout. Los Angeles County considers requiring proof of vaccination at some venues. Brother of slain Chicago police officer speaks out after deadly shooting, God took the wrong kid. Omaha flooding, 7 people escape after being trapped inside elevators. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, August 9th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. It's huge to tell a story of a trans man of color, Leo Shang on Season 2 of Showtime's The L Word, Generation Q. A lot of relationships develop that you weren't expecting, Catherine Monig and Laisha Haley on Season 2 of The L Word, Generation Q. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, The Daily Mail. France holiday, inside the stunning palace, rated Château de la Mesardier Hotel in Saint-Tropez. Lead singer of indie band delays Greg Gilbert stops treatment for stage 4 bowel cancer. Chaos over plans to get civil servants back to the office as minister warns against diktats. Photos expose absolute testing mess with COVID PCR tests. This is the paperwork needed for a family of 3 to have an Amber List holiday. Hilarious moment as co-worker Don sued and tried to announce to staff and customers he's quitting. Herd of wandering elephants finally head for home after 17-month trek across China. Revealing Shine dinosaur bodysuit leaves shoppers in hysterics. These neck pillows are so comfortable they're like sleeping on marshmallows, and they're on sale. Woman claimed tooth infection almost killed her when it spread to her bloodstream. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Italian postal workers intercept suspicious letter to Pope. A rape allegation at China's Ipcc spurs furor over sexual assault, binge drinking. As my post career ends, I remember a historic night in Berlin and dining on birthday goat. Horse graves on the steppes as Kazakhstan battered by one of worst droughts in living memory. Massive forest fire in Greece still burning for 7th day. Pakistan crash sets fire to minibus, kills 10 passengers. Lockdown Australia needed an Olympic lift, now for the COVID come down. Taliban press on, take another Afghan provincial capital. Indonesian volcano churns out fresh clouds of ash, lava. Olympic magic cut through the pandemic gloom, but the Tokyo Games legacy is complex. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news, Wuhan finishes testing 11 million, nightclubs reopen in Scotland. Philip Morris lifts bid for inhaler maker, Deliveroo shares jump as rival takes stake, Business Live. Thousands of fish killed by toxic red tide wash ashore on Florida beaches. Trainers, doctors, therapists, is it okay to ask professionals if they're vaccinated? Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, Belarusians weren't ready for this level of cruelty. Does Nats, religious extremists push ultra-conservative Mormon vision? I wouldn't be alive without it. Wild Mustangs and veterans find healing together. The infrastructure bill is being lauded as a victory for bipartisanship, but is it? Raising the VAR, officials hope lighter touch will help stop controversies. Paul McInnes. Major climate change is inevitable and irreversible, Ipcc's starkest warning yet. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Jury selection set to begin in R. Kelly sex trafficking case. Unequivocal that human influence has warmed the planet, UN climate panel finds. Judge, Norwegian cruises can require proof of vaccination. Watch, group of friends rescued from flooded elevator. Watch, footage captures devastating aftermath of wildfires in Greece. Watch, iguana cannot resist banana treat. Top A2 Governor Andrew Cuomo resigns amid investigation. Paris calling, after Tokyo, Olympians hanker for 2024 games. Modern family medicine, Bowen, sister help injured woman. UK health chief sees unfair pricing for COVID travel tests. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Afghanistan war, Taliban push on while rejecting truce. Climate change, Ipcc report is code red for humanity. Greece wildfires, Evia Island residents forced to evacuate. Andrew Cuomo, top A2 governor resigns amid scandal. Ipcc manager accused of rape, according to memo seen by BBC. Smallest baby at birth home after 13 months in hospital. Thailand man charged over death of Swiss tourist near waterfall. Dixie Fire, firefighters tackle historic California wildfire. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Code red for humanity, human-caused climate change is unequivocal, new report shows. Families reunite, couples return to empty properties as Canada border reopens. AP Top Stories August 9th. From Hair to Hamilton, Shmigadoon, cast shares its favorite musicals. Jane Withers, child actor turned commercial star, dies at 95. Pediatric hospitals filling up with cases while kids go back to school, U.S. averages 481,000 new vaccinations, COVID-19 updates. Fear Street stars share their biggest fears. First massive concert held in Chile amid COVID-19. Top A2 New York Governor Andrew Cuomo resigns. Virginia contends with Confederate street names. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Pregnant woman killed in road rage incident in Long Beach, police say. Questions arise over video of San Diego deputies' contact with fentanyl. Officials still advise avoiding waters at Mother's Beach and near Santa Monica Pier. Dixie Fire, now the second largest in California history, has burned more than 400 structures. LA County officials to consider requiring proof of vaccination for some indoor public spaces. Column, Huntington Beach's first black councilwoman faces jeers with calm. No wonder the MAGA crowd hates her. Earthquake, magnitude 3.4 quake reported near Fortuna, California. LA County libraries could go fine-free if proposal is approved. LA County reports more than 4,000 new coronavirus cases, attributed in part to increased testing. State GOP votes not to endorse a candidate in the recall race. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, August 9th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Climate change, Ipcc report is code red for humanity. Once in 50-year heat waves now happening every decade. UN climate report. UN sounds clarion call over irreversible climate impacts by humans. YouTube monkey haters form private group where members are paying to have baby monkeys tortured and killed on camera. The world is nowhere near the end of the pandemic, says famed epidemiologist Larry Brilliant. World's climate scientists to issue stark warning over global heating threat. Nagasaki marks 76th anniversary of atomic bombing. 8-year-old Hindu boy becomes youngest person charged with blasphemy in Pakistan. A 2,000-year-old fast food joint discovered by archaeologists in Pompeii will reopen to the public this summer. Take a look inside. Italian farmer arrested after hidden camera catches him deliberately starting fire in countryside. France, Italy see mass protests against COVID health pass. France saw its largest protests yet against the country's health pass. In Italy, some anti-vax demonstrators wore the widely condemned gold stars, echoing the badges Nazi Germany forced Jewish people to wear. Ironic that strip club has more COVID-19 protection than Ontario schools, manager. The next headlines are from Forbes. Make honeycomb the center of your next cheese board. Global temperatures to pass 1.5 C limit within 20 years, UN climate report warns. US, China business outlook, what's next? Become a more customer-centric company today. 5 steps toward customer centricity improvement. 4 long games between Seattle Mariners and New York Yankees show definition of baseball's daily grind. Robert Rodriguez's El Rey cable net streams back to life with Synod partnership. Renault, Geely aim to team up on China, South Korea sales as F's drive new partnerships. Billie Eilish scores one of the biggest debuts of 2021 with second #1 album Happier Than Ever. 2021 is the biggest year by far for Monsta X on Billboard's World Songs chart. You need a break? Why a great work experience must include recess. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Ipcc climate report, Earth is warmer than it's been in 125,000 years. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,723,721,251 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Sissy producer Storyhouse taps Nguyen for Mozart exclusive. Philip Glass composes music for Juan Carlos Rulfo's Carta de Distancia exclusive. Ridley Scott to receive Cartier Glory to the Filmmaker Award at Venice. Johnny Depp to receive San Sebastian de Nostra Award. Norwegian picks record at Haugesund Fest amid local film glory. Ed Sheeran, Annie Lennox, A.R. Rahman join top Bollywood stars for Indian post-COVID relief fundraiser exclusive. Rick and Morty episode reveals more about Bird Person, and a shocking question about Beth's fate. Latin American animation powerhouse Nima launches adult YA division, unveils El Santos series adaptation exclusive. Fleetwood Mac's Christine McVie sells 115-song catalog to Hypnosis. Korea box office, Escape from Mogadishu overpowers the Suicide Squad. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. R. Kelly is going to trial for alleged sex crimes. Here's what to know. The GOP-led Arizona election review appears close to finishing. Here's what to expect. Why reports of menstrual changes after COVID vaccine are tough to study. Major report warns climate change is accelerating and humans must cut emissions now. Melissa DeRosa, top aide to Governor Cuomo, resigns from role. Senators push infrastructure bill a step closer to passage. Florida hospitals are filling up as COVID-19 cases hit an all-time high. Wildfires rage through Greece as thousands are evacuated. President Biden tells U.S. Olympic squad it restored the soul of America. Heavy rains lead to flash flooding in eastern Nebraska. The following headlines are from the week. What make the country great? Why Mitch McConnell is the big winner on the infrastructure bill. Rhonda Beverly Whitmore recommends 6 books that explore the quest for home. John Oliver rages against the Sackler family and their Bulls T looming OxyContin settlement. Federal judge sides with cruise ship line, suspends Florida vaccine passport ban. Governor Andrew Cuomo's top aide and ultimate loyalist, Melissa DeRosa, resigns. Texas boy on a race to kindness is getting toys, food, and books to kids across the state. Senate votes to end debate on bipartisan infrastructure bill. Executive assistant who accused Cuomo of groping her says he must be held accountable. Dixie Fire now second largest blaze in California history. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Astronomy jargon, magnetars. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, August 9th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. An all-sky red giant star symphony. Perseid meteor shower 2021, all you need to know. 2 spacecraft fly by at Venus within 2 days. Watch the A-16 Cygnus cargo launch August 10th. The next news is from Politico. J&J shot effective against Delta variant in large South Africa study. Belarus opposition confident of change despite year of hell. European Union optimistic on nuclear deal despite Iran leadership change. Hungary slaps restrictions on LGBTQ+ books. Paris eyes chance to make the Olympics great again. Washington wakes up to crypto influence amid infrastructure fight. Guatemala is key to Biden's migrant policy, its corruption is worsening. Tim Scott quietly builds a Mega Millions political operation. The Democrats who could run to replace Cuomo. Get scared, world scientists say disastrous climate change is here. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. AFL 2021 live updates, McDonald out as Demons eye top spot against Eagles. Australians who live abroad denied permission to return overseas despite promises. Perth Crown Commissioner's billionaire links threaten to overshadow inquiry. Lamb House's near-death experience ends but new heritage laws needed. A break team around us, overcrowded Yarrabah and the fight to stay COVID-free. Queensland urged to consider AstraZeneca hubs for young and ramped up rollout. Door ajar for crowd that gets Saints game. So thankful you're here, Walker apologizes in video alongside Young. It's the vibe, perplexed Panthers turn coach into lawyer for a night. Kellaway blazing trail for Aussies abroad to return to Walt Abbeys. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Kelly Blue Book, the all-new 2022 Mercedes EQS luxury electric sedan bursts with high-tech. NerdWallet, a simple, flat-rate cashback credit card is a good way to get established and learn whether credit cards are right for you. NerdWallet, why is vacation so expensive? Blame business travel, or lack of it. Financial crime, exclusive, Bernie Madoff's harrowing final days, hallucinations, dire medical conditions, and waiting for the end to come. Auto Trader, this is what might really happen to your donated car. Next Avenue, horrors aside, M. Night Shyamalan's film Old makes important points about aging. The Moneyest, am I selfish to buy a home without putting my husband of 7 years on the deed? Market snapshot, U.S. stock futures mixed, with oil prices tumbling, pressure as Delta worries simmer. The Tell, Goldman downgrades China growth, citing Delta variant spread. The Wall Street Journal, Melissa DeRosa, Governor Andrew Cuomo's top aide, resigns. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. 3 winning strategies for patenting diagnostic technologies, Medivice Online. Taiwan's July exports hit record high, optimistic outlook on tech, ettelecom.com. South Africa grants patent to an AI system known as Dabus, Quartz Africa. China's patent examination guideline draft released for comments, the National Law Review. In a world first, South Africa grants patent to an artificial intelligence system, Economic Times. The next headlines are from Quartz. Code Red for Humanity, Olympic closing ceremony, important buildings. Scientists have finally added world politics to their climate models. The climate change crisis is already here, but there's still a chance to prevent the worst. The world's climate scientists are showing a lot more confidence in their findings. The Ipcc's climate scientists are becoming more diverse. In a world first, South Africa grants a patent to an artificial intelligence system. Indian social media influencers are marketing cryptocurrencies like soap and shampoo. Your Paralympics preview. The Dixie Fire is now California's second biggest wildfire, and it's not over yet. What Iceland's rising COVID-19 case count tells us about vaccine efficacy. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Funniest, most insightful comments of the week at TechDirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Obama. Hornets Summer League. Cristiano Ronaldo. Calvin Johnson. Tom Flores. NBA Summer League 2021. Brittany Camiso. Devin Funchess. Abraham Answer. Leo Messi. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Code Red, UN issues dire warning about climate change, pinning blame unequivocally on humans. From protests and crashes to diplomatic incidents and COVID, here are some of the Tokyo Olympics' craziest, most memorable moments. Bring back firing squads. Corruption in Russia's military-industrial complex should be punishable by death, says space agency head. Australia gives conditional green light to COVID Moderna vaccine with first million doses arriving next month. Anti-Semitic incidents prevalent during lockdown protests in Germany, study. China's commodity stockpiles remain a complete mystery. More than 80,000 people evacuated from China's Sichuan province as extreme rains trigger floods. Oil prices dip on stronger dollar and new COVID-19 curbs in China. New York Governor Cuomo's closest advisor resigns amid sexual abuse scandal fallout. China's Wuhan completes citywide COVID-19 testing in 6 days, finds 37 cases and 41 asymptomatic carriers among 12 MN residents. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Nikola founder Trevor Milton dumps $77 million worth of stock. Data suggests vaccines make limited difference in infectiousness of Delta variant. McDonald's pressured by blinding food bag supplies. Watch, Obama dancing at maskless Martha's Vineyard birthday bash. Turkey and the West, drifting further apart. What is the world worrying about? Jobs, jabs, and jail. Top health expert admits dire COVID-19 predictions were all for UK. An epidemic of mandatory restrictions on unvaxxed. See explosion of fake vaccination cards in US and EU. They're normalizing robot police by calling them dogs. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Will a presidential election bring change to Zambia? UN report says humans changing climate at unprecedented rate. India's top court deals a blow to Amazon, Walmart owned Flipkart. So proud, hip-hop making waves at Dharavi, India's largest slum. New South Wales widens COVID alert after travel rules broken. Oil slips as COVID dampens outlook, again. Roadside blast kills 2 policemen in southwest Pakistan. PSG football club races for Lionel Messi's arrival. Indonesia's medics offer COVID lifeline for the isolated. Rocked by sexual assault complaint, China's Ipcc fires manager. The next headlines are from Breitbart. 18 Senate Republicans put so-called infrastructure bill on glide path to passing. Grassley, more Mies 13 gang members sneaking into U.S. thanks to Biden. We have to take a stand. Kash Patel creates legal offense trust to sue establishment media, big tech. Gingrich slams dictator Pelosi, no respect for the rule of law. Charles Hurt, the homosexual and the sniffer-in-chief. Mayor Lori Lightfoot blames guns after Chicago officer's death. Republican Senator Roger Wicker flip-flops in favor of backing $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Watch, University of Wisconsin removes racist boulder from campus. Exclusive Tom Cotton warns, Democrats using DACA to slip amnesty into budget. Photos, Dixie Fire now second largest wildfire in California history. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Over half of Americans have had some of the best moments of their lives in a car. After COVID and cancer, couple finally gets to be married, thanks to speedy robotic surgery. New film tells inspiring story of the fastest blind man in the world, watch Untethered. Friendly humpback whale gives woman the experience of a lifetime, watch. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, August 9th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. The man who learned he could suck water up into his anus and turned it into a career. When turning on faucets is a source of stress, climate change shapes where Americans relocate. Woman sues McDonald's after complaining that a cheeseburger of vert was so irresistible it caused her to break her fast during Lent. Britney Spears just bought her first ever iPad and she's beyond excited. Barrier-free avatar robot cafe opening in Tokyo aims to eliminate loneliness. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. How machine learning could help develop cures for COVID-19 and other diseases. How to watch Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked event on August 11th. Windows 11's best productivity feature may be a focus timer with Spotify. Become a digital mogul with this private label business bundle training for under $20. Load up on CompTIA, OS, Cisco, Microsoft and Google certifications, all at once. Dancing Ghosts, a new, deeper scan of the sky throws up surprises for astronomers. What are the pitfalls of investing in cryptocurrency? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, August 9th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. The big Olympic letdown, Simone Biles shined a light on mental health issues in Tokyo, but what happens afterward? Wyoming's Joshua Creel earned redemption and a $108,000 payday at the Utah Championship. Bayou grad Patrick Fishburne makes only a slight move in the Utah Championship. Hours after saying I do, bride killed by wrong-way driver. After a clearer morning, Utah will get another wave of smoke Sunday afternoon. As Tokyo Olympics close, here's what Utahns might have missed. Modern Family actress and her sister help injured woman in Arches National Park. Utah Lake can be saved without massive dredging sought by developers, experts say. Where was the water going? Park City took another approach to water conservation. Reservation Dogs on FX uses humor, not magic, to conjure native culture. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Pixar co-founder shares the real story of Pixar. Is big tech pressuring its call center workers to install cameras in their homes? Self-driving car startup wants to spare AI from making life or death decisions. Angry Windows pioneer blogs screw you, Microsoft Edge. Major UK science funder will require grantees to make papers free. Apple Watch credited with saving man's life after fall. At Disney World Star Wars themed hotel, a weekend for two costs $4,800. The lucrative business of spreading vaccine misinformation is being crowdfunded. U.S. lawmakers propose a $2.5 billion pilot guaranteed income program. Some unions, legislators, and communities continue pressuring Amazon over labor practices. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Man killed in collision after teens fleeing police slam into his pickup truck. Little piggies roam free along I-270/64 after tractor-trailer overturns. Dog briefly trapped by downed power lines in DeSoto. Following rain delay, Cardinals drop game against I-70 rival Royals. Man struck and killed by hit-and-run driver while crossing Ferguson Street. Mizzou hires Desiree Reed Francois as athletic director. Teenagers' lawn care company out of business after thieves steal equipment. COVID-19 safeguards among new Illinois State Fair features. Missouri on pace for 66K recorded COVID cases in August. Some Americans go rogue, get COVID-19 boosters without FDA approval. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Thousands swarm music festivals in San Diego this weekend as COVID-19 cases rise. Pedestrian walking next to traffic on SR 163 killed in Scripps Ranch, CHP. Suspect with skateboard takes cash, merchandise from 7-Eleven. He was the kid that always had a baseball bat, San Diegans' journey to Tokyo Games. We didn't expect a monster like this. Dixie Fire grows to single largest in state history. Police search for suspects in deadly recreation center shooting. San Diego County reports nearly 1,400 new cases of COVID-19. Inside California politics, the latest on the recall. San Diegan becomes first U.S. woman to win track cycling Olympic gold medal. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Army awards contract to Oshkosh for next-generation medium tactical vehicles. Russia decides to retire Topol ballistic missiles. The next headlines are from SUP China, top news about China. China will raise the age of retirement. What do people in Shanghai think? This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, August 9th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Menlo Park officers de-escalate man self-mutilating. Fauci hopeful COVID vaccines get full okay by FDA within weeks. One shot, another injured during violent robbery in Oakland's Chinatown. Muni to provide free rides for San Francisco youth. Pandemic set off deadly rise in speeding that hasn't stopped. Crews respond to fire burning at Redwood City gas station. Driver fatally hit after getting out of car on Highway 101 in Roanoke Park. USPS slowing some mail deliveries starting October 1st. These states will see biggest delays. Santa Rosa man arrested on attempted murder charge. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Giolito scheduled to start for White Sox at Twins. Mills expected to start as Chicago hosts Milwaukee. Talon, Yankees to take on Hernandez, Royals. Houston's green shines as virus interrupts NBA Summer League. Cuomo's top aide resigns as governor faces harassment fear. Former auto dealer Douglas Rockenbach has died. Mount Prospect woman among those killed in Alaska plane crash. House damaged by fire in Mount Prospect. Grammar Moses, evacuate, everyone, but don't all flush at once. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. 13 words, phrases people say that show they're not from Seattle. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Kevin 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Lupa 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Mirini 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Volcanic eruption is ongoing for Merapi in Indonesia. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Central African Republic, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Chad, Togo. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, August 9th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Hot temps with a chance for a few downpours. Marquee Post, actress known for Night Court, Fall Guy, dies at 70. Pedestrian hit by Metro rail train in downtown Houston, officials say. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's top aide, Melissa DeRosa, resigns. Fort Bend, Conroe ISD will offer limited virtual learning option for some students. Activist Quanal X calls out mayor, police chief in search efforts for missing black woman. We are back 1 year ago, Congresswoman calls on federal help for overwhelmed hospital systems. Comedian Trevor Moore, co-founder of the Widest Kids You Know sketch group, dies at 41. One Chicago officer killed, one wounded in traffic stop shooting. More Texas schools release COVID-19 protocols ahead of 2021 to 2022 school year. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Taiwanese woman wears dinosaur outfit to vaccination center. Cuomo isolated as accuser set to speak in first TV interview. Global stocks mixed as governments tighten virus curbs. 14-year-old Chinese Olympian inspires next generation of athletes. UN report, Earth warming likely to pass limits set by leaders. 5 things to know about the new UN report on climate change. Russia resumes flights to Egyptian resorts after 6 years. Yankees, Braves and Phillies on the rise as rivals struggle. Japan's PM thanks people for safe Olympics during pandemic. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Outdoor dining is spreading in NYC, but not everywhere. What he did to me was a crime, assistant who says Cuomo groped her steps forward. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. The COVID-19 time bomb, dispelling the single-story humanitarian narrative for Africa. UN preaches transparency to the outside world but fails to practice it in its own backyard. UN pledges full support to Nagasaki Voices fueling powerful global movement against nuclear arms. For women in e-commerce, entrepreneurship means freedom. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Fauci hopeful COVID vaccines get full okay by FDA within weeks. South Dakota Sturgis rally roars back as Delta rising. Bobby Bowden, led Florida State football dynasty, dies at 91. Marky Post, TV veteran actor of Night Court, dies at 70. Japan has its best Olympic medal haul, 27 gold, 58 overall. Is Instagram down? Couldn't refresh feed error impacting some users. Want to pretend to live on Moz for a whole year? Apply now. Zuckerberg's cash fuels GOP suspicion and new election rules. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. UN climate experts to the world, we're already F-worded. Finally, a fan that keeps me cool and isn't an eyesore. Andrew Rannells was having bad sex when his dad died. Wacky Texas COVID rules push mom to homeschool for 2nd year in a row. The communist rapper fighting America's capitalist culture. How America taught Mexico to hack the hell out of its own people. The migrant child detention center that's worse than ever. GOP cash machines' behavior is nothing short of scandalous. The next headlines are from the New York Post. UN report, global warming is likely to blow past Paris limit. Los Angeles Dodgers ball girl takes down fan who ran on the field during game. Man arrested for deadly shooting in Brooklyn. NIT reporter faces backlash over comments about Obama party. Massive bull moose charges at Colorado hiker in scary paw video. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Major UN climate report warns of extreme and unprecedented impacts. Top climate scientists set to release landmark report on climate change. California wildfires now the largest burning in U.S. COVID surges as the new school year begins. Children make up 20% of all new COVID-19 cases across the U.S. Facts change. Arkansas governor explains reversal on mask mandate ban. Miami-Dade superintendent says mask mandate bans deeply influenced by politics. Gottlieb expects COVID cases to climb in northern U.S. as schools reopen. Ancient sculptures reveal their true colors. Firefighters continue rescue effort in country's largest active wildfire. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Woman convicted of strangling 10-year-old stepdaughter to death in Indiana. Governor Cuomo's top aide Melissa DeRosa resigns. Sex abuse victims' lawsuits continue to pour in as NY's Child Victims Act nears its deadline to file. New Orleans Jazz Fest cancelled due to burgeoning coronavirus cases fueled by Delta variant. COVID-denying anti-vaxxer and right-wing radio host Dick Farrell dies of COVID at 65, it's a scamdemic. Marlins outfielder Lewis Brinson repeatedly called N-word by fan during game against Rockies. As Taliban gains more ground in Afghanistan, Biden stays course on U.S. troop withdrawal. Mandatory vaccination a good idea for teachers, says union leader president. Former child star Jane Withers dies age 95, appeared in 1930s movies. Bob Ringwald, jazz ambassador and Molly Ringwald's father, dies at 80. The following headlines are from military.com. NTSB, 3 die when small plane crashes in Minnesota. China appoints new military commander in rest of Xinjiang. Romance Fiction Award withdrawn for novel about war veteran. US B-52 bombers, gunships sent into action in Afghanistan in attempt to stop Taliban advance on key cities. Hezbollah leader vows retaliation for future Israeli attacks. 6 killed in Alaska sightseeing plane crash identified. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Not just this thing that you buy green and you drive over, nonprofit hopes to connect residents with Chicago River's wild side. God took the wrong kid, brother of slain officer Ella French speaks about younger sister, second cop fighting for his life. 2 Chicago police officers among 47 people shot in weekend violence that left 1 cop dead. 13-year-old boy in critical condition after shooting near Garfield Park that also injured 19-year-old. Watch Live, Mayor Lightfoot, CPD Superintendent Brown speak about Chicago cop fatally shot in West Englewood. Photos, a look at the Tokyo Olympics closing ceremony. 2 police officers shot in West Englewood. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Acceleration of global warming code red for humanity. No good news here, key Ipcc findings on climate change. Firefighters try to stop Greek Island blaze from reaching forest. Climate report must be death knell for fossil fuels, UN chief. Researchers find a fearsome dragon that soared over outback Queensland. Historic drought threatens California farms supplying much U.S. food. UN Science Panel to release key report on climate change. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, August 9th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The neurological differences between psychopaths and sociopaths. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Belarus leader accuses opposition of plotting a coup. Brawl over scarce fuel in Lebanon turns deadly, 1 killed. Formula 2 championship driver Lundgaard making IndyCar debut. A hotter future is certain, climate panel warns, but how hot is up to us? The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Bridge, August 9, 2021. Horoscopes August 9, 2021, Adelaide Kane, keep your life simple. Word Game, August 9, 2021. New group hopes to spark good fire movement across Central Coast. Ask Amy, my daughter acts like her son's outburst is no big deal. Harriet Cole, should I be worried about her response to my joke? Miss Manners, he mocked and berated a bereaved dad in the name of manners. Dear Abby, I won't marry him because of what his mom did to me 10 years ago. Jill on Money, a closer look at Robin Hood's public debut. The latest, China punishes 30 officials for pandemic failing. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. UN report, Earth warming likely to pass limit set by leaders. Runaway Texas House Democrats mocked for embarrassingly bad lawsuit blaming exit on GOP. Senate vote on infrastructure bill starts 50 hours of debate. Kristen Sinema blocks infrastructure bill amendments from Bill Hagerty. Inside the Beltway, panic attack as Democrats fear Trump. Minneapolis Council pushes to abolish police with voter initiative. The COVID-19 rise of deception and tyranny. University of Virginia, Virginia Tech announce mask mandates. Melissa DeRosa, Andrew Cuomo top aide, resigns. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Advocates challenge mysterious Justice Department statement that undercuts forensic science reform. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, August 9th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. One seriously wounded in North Austin shooting. Horoscope for Monday, August 9th, 2021. String of home, garage burglaries reported in Ashburn. Slain Chicago police officer wanted to do good for the world, brother says. Cubs crusher Eloy Jimenez hits 2 homers, helps White Sox complete series sweep. Obama throws birthday bash at Martha's Vineyard mansion that was big even after being scaled back. Justin Steele will make first start for Cubs on Tuesday against Brewers. Jane Withers, who was Shirley Temple's foil and later Josephine the Plumber, dies at 95. Officer Ella French wore the insignia of the Chicago Police Department, but it did not keep her safe. Stojanovic scores twice in return to starting lineup, leads Fire to win over Red Bulls. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Amazon sale, value for money gadgets from Xiaomi. PM to chair debate on maritime security, why it's important. Earth to cross critical temp rise limit in next 20 years, UN report. How J&J's single-shot COVID vaccine is different from others. All you need to know about the evolution of javelin throw. The Kazakh said sorry, wrestler Ravi on being bitten. SC rejects Amazon, Flipkart's plea against CCI probe. Mahindra's SUV logo at ahead of 700 launch. Hyundai confirms i20 line launch in India. Samsung surprise in new Google phones. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, August 9th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Things to do, see the box tops at the Dos Evo Big Barn. Drown courses and enemas, alcohol treatment in America. Things to do, upcoming food and drink events in Houston this week. The next headlines are about world records making news. Dubai, 6-year-old Indian girl creates world records by reciting 10 longest English words, Khaleej Times. World oldest powerlifter turns 100, Edith Merway-Traina holds Guinness World Record, Javema Sport. World record basketball attempt is currently happening right here in Buffalo, WGRZ.com. World record carp caught by bellfisher, Fox News. Track and field in review, Felix wins medal number 11, 400 hurdles records obliterated, NBC Olympics. Here are the 8 brightest Olympic stars, including some surprises, from Track and Field, USA Today. All of the world records broken at the Tokyo Olympics, The New York Times. Mario Galaxy 242 stars world record is 11 hours, 40 minutes, The Gamer. A straight-up monster, world record 125-pound big head carp caught by Missouri man, Kansas City Star. Amazing records, sprint shocks, but shoe tech clouds the glory, Reuters. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The Ipcc warns this is a make-or-break decade for humanity. An unsurprising but sad update for Tesla Cybertruck fans, production has been pushed to 2022. Enchanted sequel, Disenchanted heading to Disney Plus in 2022. Here's how Amazon third-party sellers reportedly hound customers who leave bad reviews. Washington, D.C. is bribing teens with free AirPods if they get vaccinated. Jumanji 4 is coming, it's just a matter of when. Soon you may be able to buy space ads with Dogecoin. Schitt's Creek star Dan Levy is creating new animated comedy series. Critics say Apple built a backdoor into your iPhone with its new child abuse detection tools. The Hunger Games prequel film to start production in 2022. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Colinas do Tocantins in Brazil at 133.34 degrees Fahrenheit or 56.3 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WIID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Stingle is a privacy-focused, open-source photo backup application. Review: James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is like The Boys on steroids. The following headlines are from Raw Story. DC Insider: Trumpist media's nativist rubbish can be easily disproven. John Oliver hilariously taunts Russia for their pathetic attempt to be part of the Olympics. Cheap golf club: Melania Trump mocked for whining about criticism of her damage to the White House Rose Garden. Florida's viral load is so great if it was a country the U.S. would consider blocking travel there, Dr. Norwegian cruise line beats Ron DeSantis vaccine passport ban, for now. Patriots don't work for communists, Fox News host Dan Bongino faces backlash after network censors Trump. Dan Bongino lashes out at Trump spokeswoman for claim Fox News cut election lies from interview. Widest Kids You Know is a cult classic comedy group whose sketches predicted the Trump cult. 26 scary photos and videos of California's Dixie Fire as it becomes second largest in history, and ways to help. Fox News report destroys network's own hosts by revealing sharply rising COVID deaths in children. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The logic of corporate accounting took over our language, and we hardly noticed. Wait, we can mine valuable metals using chivalry? Louisiana has among the highest daily COVID infections in the world. Top U.S. health official: it's time for vaccine mandates. Did a PG&E power line spark the second largest fire in California history? Biotech greed is prolonging the pandemic, it's inexcusable. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. A top Harvard astronomer is studying UFOs, thanks in part to the Pentagon report, NBC News. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Swimming gives your brain a boost, but scientists don't know why it's better than other activities, theinertia.com. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, August 9, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, August 9, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.